tiny teen terrorists breaking into government facilities. I don't know what else you want to call yourselves.
And doing the Macarena.
Yeah, so you guys were all got the first flash mob going, and Spirit has had a little adventure on his own. I don't think you were in there more than
a couple minutes.
Five?
Maybe.
I'm thinking that
I went downstairs pretty quickly and then pretty quickly came back up.
Yeah, so my thought is that basically maybe a minute since they finished their dance.
Yeah.
You are up back by your rope, pulling on it, and it falls.
Yeah. And have no way to tell anyone.
Okay. I did.
Hey, Macarena.
No, I'm the only one who could fit.
Yeah.
No, but I thought Fawkes was underneath the vent, watching it happen.
I'm doing the Macarena.
No, yeah, you were under the vent.
I was under the vent. Okay,
you were under the vent.
You were under the vent, but then you made a charm roll to nonchalantly go over to the Macarena.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Also, I will because I'll reintroduce. But Rick, in case you forgot, I did tell you while you were inspecting the back door from the inside, you can get through it. It just will make an alarm go off.
Yeah.
Or that's what you think, but you got a 17, so you're pretty darn sure.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant to go that way, but
okay, so I'm gonna kind of start us over.
Yeah.
You guys are doing the Macarena.
I'm just gonna
Spirit is done investigating the interior of Nyx, goes to the vent, pulls on his rope, and the rope falls to the ground.
Okay.
He is stuck.
It's fine because I'm just gonna recreate my favorite scene from my favorite movie, the Velociraptor scene from Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Hold on to your butts.
That'll work super well because I'm very sneaky.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me, what do you mean by the Velociraptor? Are you're being still or?
No. The scene where they're in the kitchen and they're ducked down hiding. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, nobody's in there yet, but
nobody is.
You can tell.
But just in case,
I thought you were going to shakily eat Jello for.
Yeah, that too.
That too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just a reminder. It's been about a minute since you guys finished the Macarena outside, so you guys are not alarmed.
I feel like.
You don't.
Did we set a time? We said how long?
However, the last time Spirit was in there for a good 10 or 15 minutes before he came out. It's been 5 because the Macarena was 4 minutes and 9 seconds.
Okay.
We did the math.
It's well
I thought it was slightly more than 4, but yeah, that
it's
worked.
well documented.
Well, after we do the Macarena, what are we doing? Are we gonna head back to the building?
That's a good question. What are you going to do?
Probably. What else would we do?
You guys are supposed to be. Okay. We agreed on you guys being the distraction for however long. Yes. And if it took 10, 15, 20 minutes last time, I've only been in there for 5.
Yeah.
What is the crowd effectively doing that we have?
After you guys did the Macarena, they start dispersing. And unless you guys start throwing on another song. It has equal danceability.
What time of day is it again? Just to refresh.
It is just a little past 5, 6 in the evening.
Okay, so it's still light out.
Yeah,
honest in the summertime. So we were effectively,
fine.
Yeah, we were trying to distract people from seeing him go.
I want to remind you, the 3 of you have no idea that anything is wrong.
Right.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So he got in and everyone was distracted during that. And now everyone's dispersed. Now we just wait.
No,
be cool. Just be cool. Okay. I do think
They're
we should
cool.
try and hang out nearby. Is there like maybe an ice cream shop or something where we can like stand outside and like eat ice cream and watch the building?
So, because you are at the back of the
Okay.
building, there wouldn't be some place that you could. It is a row of backsides of buildings. There aren't entrances.
But yeah, could we watch?
You'd
on
have
the
to
other
go
side?
around to the front, but yes, there are places in the front of the building that you could.
Close enough. I mean,
But then you would not be able to see or hear from the vent.
Yeah.
I mean, we can loiter here as long as nobody stops us.
I love that you guys are trying to do like the Jay and Silent Bob plus their extra friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think nobody is going to notice 3 kids like just talking in the
Loitering.
back of the parking lot. That is not a thing anybody's worried about.
Yeah.
I'll call the
It's
police.
fine. Let's
All
go.
the police. Loiter.
Yep.
It's a sign says no
So
loitering.
we're gonna focus now for a few minutes on what Spirit would like to do.
Yeah.
Change his pants.
Not yet.
Fetch me my brown britches.
We said that the padlock was on the inside for the front door.
There's a padlock on the outside of the door that you have to do numbers to get out. There is an emergency bar basically where you could get out. You just know that blinky light is probably going to do a silent alarm.
Right.
You decided if you messed with the door.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any way that I could reasonably get the rope up there and secure it. So,
I mean, I'm willing to listen to your pitches.
no, that physics is not in my favor here.
I agree that it does not seem plausible.
Actually, you know what? There was nothing basically on this floor, right? It was just downstairs.
Yeah, we had talked about how there were no appliances, there were no tables, there was pretty much nothing but cleaned, empty building.
Is there anything that I could see that I could reasonably make into or that would work closely enough to like a grappling hook?
Okay, make me a brains roll of 7.
Okay. Let me see. Cool, I got a 9.
Okay. So what you do see are they have blinds that they have put something in front of so that you can't see in there, but they have little strings and those like little twisty things. So
Okay.
that is the only thing you really see. The strings and the little wooden dowels.
I was gonna say it's probably like plastic or wood or something. So.
Yeah, it does not look super sturdy, and it is also not a great option, but that is the only thing I can think of that they would have left in a cleaned out building.
Sure. And there's probably something downstairs, but I really don't want to risk it, especially with everything that I saw. What's the front door situation like? Like I know it's boarded up.
Yeah, so it's padlocked from the outside. So there is no physical way to open it from the inside. You would
Like
have to have
not
a
even-
key.
Not
From
even to crack it.
You could crack it.
Cool.
It would just not be very far.
I'm gonna very, very carefully, slowly try to crack it. Just enough that I can like see what's out like on the street in front.
It would be very difficult to see more than just an inch or two in that crack.
Right.
But you are able to see a couple people out on the street in front of the building just walking around.
Okay. Do I see like Fawkes or Jill or Asher?
You guys were loitering in the back, right?
We're in the parking lot still, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see any other option. I'm gonna go out the back door. And
Nice.
yeah, whenever I see
the alarm or
silent alarm.
So that you don't hear anything. Spirit is pretty sure that someone will be alerted.
Can you knock on that door
Like, I'm
without
gonna-
triggering
I'm gonna, like,
anything?
Bust open the door and be like, we have to
Oh.
run now. Let's go.
Well, if we can quickly.
Nope, he just opened the door. You guys could catch it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we have to go. We have to go. I'll tell you all about it. Let's go.
Look, if we find the
we did this last time.
If we do stuff, if we find it before they get here, then we can bust the thing wide open.
No, there's
we
a
need to get in that basement.
I didn't have any other way out. There was a silent alarm. We have to go.
So
Brick there, at least. I mean, I don't know. They're already alerted.
We've almost gone in this place like 20 times in the past 3 days. Let's just get in there and find what we need to find.
This is worse than we thought. We have to go. This is not safe. We have to go now.
Worse than werewolves?
Yes.
Wow.
And Spirit's just like getting on his bike and leaving.
He's like, bye.
Obviously going straight to Mojo's because that's the safest place now.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Asher's gonna follow.
Yeah, well, okay. I guess we're getting on our bikes.
If he could have grabbed something, he would have. Let's go.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know.
We had a
Oh my
plan.
I just realized
I
Asher
did
had
the
a
stupid
Polaroid. I could have taken
Macarena.
the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, back to square
R.I.P.
one.
No, I mean, there's still eyewitness.
There's your photographic memory.
Totally.
Yeah, that'll hold up in court.
My 10-year-old photographic memory.
Gonna eidetic memory.
Your Honor.
Got such great gains.
All right,
All
I
right,
guess we're following him.
Yeah, after we make our way to Mojo's, I want to find like a booth as far away from everyone as possible, like where we could reasonably have some privacy.
You also have a basement with a fallout shelter. I just want to mention that this has been established.
And a
Would it-
generator.
Would it not be suspicious if like
We're just gonna go play in the
Spirit
basement.
and
We always
Fawkes take
play in the basement.
take two girls down into the basement? Because it's a little.
They're not girls, they're our friends.
Let's not forget that
Wait.
your dad sent us all down to the basement when all the lights in town went off.
Okay, but that's different. We had like a plan. This isn't just like a casual, whatever day this is, like Tuesday, Wednesday, something.
Tuesday, I
You're
think.
10 and I'm a
First
dork. There's
Tuesday.
no issue here.
You got me there.
Well, maybe if
Jill and
we
Asher
yell
are
that,
not
we'll
saying
know.
anything to that.
Yeah.
Everybody's just like, oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
I mean, I didn't want to say it out loud.
Yeah, I guess we'll go to the basement.
You're no Dan from the video store. Let's just say that.
Not many people can be.
You're no Danager.
No Jeff Goldblum either.
Yeah, that's right.
How could I compete?
The two sexiest people in all of
The
Colorado.
world.
is-
Colorado.
Jeff Goldblum in the video store guy.
Dan from the-
Listen, when you're 14, 13,
I was gonna say that's probably why Jill's gonna come out in her 20s.
damn you, Dan.
I was gonna say that I think Asher has a crush on someone in the group, and it's not fine.
I
Don't
immediately
worry about it.
just in my own head, my own canon was that Asher was too close to Jill to like it was an unhealthy relationship that was verging on probably because she had a crush on Jill.
She doesn't know it. She's 14.
No,
The 90s
absolutely
is very
not.
heteronormative.
Yes.
So she won't figure it out for
But
way
they're gonna
too
watch
long.
that Heavenly Creatures movie about the two girls who murdered their mom, and then they're gonna not talk to each other for a few months afterwards when realizations start to come in. Oh, is that what was? Oh.
Yeah, so I guess we'll go straight to the Fallout shelter.
Okay.
I'm sure this is not that unusual.
Well, I mean, I think that there's
yeah.
so I think that the basement is kind of various supplies, pizza
Mhm.
boxes, lots of non-perishable items, storage.
The tomato sauce, yeah.
Exactly.
And a gas generator.
And a gas
And
generator.
a generator, but like also
Uncut
your
green
dad
beans.
has those like those packs with the Mylar blankets and the water purifiers.
Tons
And-
of MREs.
Yeah, definitely. That are probably like he got at the army surplus store.
Oh,
that
yeah.
are really close to being expired.
Right on that line.
Listen, MREs don't expire. That's what
They
that's what-
do.
They do. It just takes about 15 years, but they definitely do. Yeah.
These are only like 14 and a half years
How old are we?
Listen.
That checks out. They're expired.
Take it from the military kids on this one. They definitely expire.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah, as soon as
We
we're
always separated ours out, like the meals and like the sides and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like make your own.
The brownie's probably still okay, but I would stay away from the Salisbury steak. Let's just that's
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
Skittles
advice
still
in
fine.
general.
You
that's
can
good
eat
advice in general. Just stay away from the Salisbury steak. Always a little iffy.
True.
I think your dad also has a surplus of, but responsibly locked firearms and
pot.
doomsday preparations.
Those
of all
are
sorts.
very like far apart though, because that's the feds, man. Like
Yeah, you don't want to put your
firearms
guns right next to your drugs. People might start thinking that, yeah,
Or your canned beans.
right.
Very volatile.
But as soon as we're in the basement and like out of earshot, Spirit's just like they had animals down there that were like rabid, but like the raccoon was. Like they're experimenting on them. They had a bunch of them in cages and they all just went ape shit whenever I got down there.
Oh.
Okay, so we did.
Don't you
Okay.
think we should report that then?
Yeah, I think we should
To
report
To
that.
who? Because I just broke into what might be a government building where they're making like animals into weapons.
I just don't know what to do.
We have to tell Dad.
Yeah, we got to tell our dad. If anybody's going to know what to do about secret under government experiments,
I just don't
animals, it's
know
our
how
dad.
we do anything from here. Like I don't know how we prove it. I really didn't think about it, but I probably should have taken your camera, Asher. Like that would have.
Yeah.
Oh, crud.
We
I think I
bust
thought
in
about it as
there
soon as I pushed it up.
again?
Yeah, you're like
I don't-
crawling in there for
the
the
alarm.
fourth time.
There was a silent alarm. There's no
Oh,
way. There's no
we're
way. They're going to be
screwed.
all over that.
So
Well,
we gotta. So
gotta do
time
it
is
now.
of the essence, right?
Yeah,
Like,
we got to show dad now.
No.
If they're swarming
Yeah.
that building,
Oh,
Well, we can't show him anything. Like, what's he going to do? Is he going to just like go kick down a government building's door?
gosh, I
Again?
hope so.
I don't know, but he will. He will know. So let's go ask.
I mean, he did that, to like the wildlife office that one time, but
Yeah.
it's totally different.
Yeah. I don't know what other option we have. Like, if
I
this
mean,
is.
what if we give the police a reason to go over there and look
Like what?
themselves? Let's throw a rock through a window. I don't know. Let's vandalize something. I mean,
we
let's
could just call the cops and report like a break-in.
You don't think they're in on it?
Well,
Or like a
if they
cops,
are,
no,
then
they're
then they
too
won't
dumb
go,
to be involved in any sort of government thing.
you didn't like they were sitting upstairs whenever we came in, eating a pizza.
Just
All
because
three
I
of them.
think this is important, we're going to establish the time is now 6 p.m. and that
Oh,
you
this is
probably
important.
have 2.5 hours of daylight. I say this as maybe an important item.
Okay, let's just talk.
Geez, what could possibly happen at night with all of these rabid animals running around?
Oh, God.
Dun dun dun. We have to tell your dad.
Brothers.
We don't have any other choice, but maybe we can get the cops to just go over there and see what happened. We can report a break-in. I mean, that's not a lie.
Yeah, maybe. Well, yeah,
To see,
You didn't leave any evidence behind, did you?
Maybe we
No.
do get Carruthers. I mean, he's not going to be too keen on knowing that the animals on
Or-
his mountain have been.
or Jim, or
Picked up
no,
and-
what was
No, that's
No,
not going to
not
work.
Jim.
we're
We're
not
done with
ever
Jim.
calling Jim. Jim's
No.
gone.
But
Not even for insurance. We don't
But he
need that guy.
he could be a patsy, like he could be our fall guy. He
You
put us
wanna-
up for this.
You want a Lee Harvey Oswald Jim?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not opposed,
was-
but I just don't think he's going to be much help.
Wasn't that the plan in the first place? Like,
Yeah, but that was before we knew actually what was going on. That was back when I thought we were just dealing with pretend werewolves and we were
So
going to
wait, what
throw
about
colloidal silver at an old man. This before government animal experiments was a thing.
What
Are you sure that's what you saw? Are you absolutely sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they looked like the raccoon that Carruthers shot.
Yeah, they were out of their minds.
Did you see the rocks anywhere? Did you see the evidence of the Gillium?
Lucite?
The what?
The space rock, the Gillium.
We'll deal with that later.
We already did.
I mean, we know it's not what Lucy said it was, so it might be Gilliam. I don't know. I guess you could be.
But like, is that important to prove
weapon?
What it is? Like, should we go get like this professor guy or whatever, whoever she talked to?
I will say that, Spirit, you saw test tubes and sample jars and lots of, all that sort of stuff, but you didn't inspect any of it.
Right. Yeah. And you didn't mention anything about seeing that mineral. So, I mean,
you also didn't inspect any of it. Like, there were tons of jars.
Animals, okay.
Yeah. I did mention that there were tons of sample jars and microscopes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And I was going to say, there were all kinds. It was like a mad scientist lab, but really clean mad scientist.
So a glad scientist.
Bad scientists. We need. If we don't have any proof, we have to bring people to the proof.
Yeah. We have to report it. Let's try and get there. Does anyone have a better idea than reporting a break-in?
Does your dad have a grenade launcher?
Yes.
Maybe.
Could we use that?
No, we are not
window
taking any firearms. This is not a good idea.
I really think maybe we should just go
desperate
to the
times,
library
Ash, desperate
and like
times.
make an anonymous call. Or is there like a payphone somewhere that we could use that would be less traceable?
Establish that there is a payphone nearish the park.
Okay,
Which
that's
is-
right. Yeah.
Like across the street and a couple blocks away.
Okay, so some of us make the call, and how are we gonna go back to Nick's to see what happens with the cops?
I mean, we could probably get on top of one of the buildings, right?
I'll get on top of your building. You know what else we could do from
Was
the
that
top
a
of the
euphemism, or are you like serious about getting on
Shoot
top
out
of this
the window.
We're not shooting anything.
We're not. We'll
Look,
grab
there's a big destructive vandalistic disturbance. Everyone comes and checks it out, and they're like, "Oh, that's weird. Look inside of there. That looks like a strange empty place. I wonder what's going on in there. I wonder what's on with all those. Does anybody else hear the animals growling from the basement? Why are all those government guys running around trying to keep us all from looking out?"
I think that like maybe throwing a brick through a window is a better idea. I just no guns.
I mean,
First of all, they're locked up.
But
That's
hear me out.
insane.
A window
Hear
at
me
this
out.
point.
Hear me
Yeah,
out.
we can put a brick through a window. That's good
Okay,
enough.
good. I'm
I
glad.
didn't put
Let's
the
get all the
vent
bricks we can
back
find
on
then.
because I didn't come back out that way. So that vent is off. That's a pretty okay sign of maybe somebody broke in, right?
Very small and
I mean,
spirit shaped.
You know, I won't talk to the cops, and I mean that's Dad's rule anyway. Don't talk to cops. So
It's true.
I mean, that's fair.
Not about the lawyer.
but you know, maybe somebody else makes the call and we watch from another building. If we can get on like the rooftop or something.
Okay, so we're not telling Dad.
Not yet.
Oh boy,
What if your dad makes the call?
I mean,
that would probably be a little more credible. It seems as an adult.
As you guys are talking, it's been a few minutes you've been down in the basement. And your dad actually walks down the steps and is
Oh
like,
boy,
"What
here
are
we
you
come.
guys? I saw you guys run down here. What are you guys doing? Please don't mess with the locked cabinet. It really has nothing that concerns you in it at all. But what's going on?"
oh, you know, we're talking about D&D, Dad.
No, we're not. I mean, yeah. I mean, they are.
Fawkes,
Yes.
what are you talking about?
Fox kind of
Your
looks at
dad
me.
immediately knows like that you are the weak point of telling him the truth. Hey, Fawkes, what's actually going on?
Are we interested in telling Dad what's going on right now, or?
Oh wait.
This is your call right now. I mean, if you think you can convince him that nothing's going on, yeah.
I don't think that we can tell him yet, personally.
Okay.
Like, out of character, I don't think we can tell him right now, because
Until we can get
Then
into
we're
that
just-
cabinet and see what's in there.
Okay.
we're
So
just out of it.
if
at
that's
that
the
point.
case, I would like to roll something to resist his persuasion and use my rebellious.
Okay.
Oh.
So you
We're
are
not talking
gonna,
about any dad.
so first of all, you're gonna tell me what rebellious does.
So rebellious adds +3 to rolls either to persuade or to resist persuasion
Okay.
from someone else.
Well, I was gonna say, so you're gonna need, so your dad's looking at you, and you're gonna need to charm, but you can charm with your +3. This is a snap though,
Okay, so I can't do
and
anything fancy.
dad needs to hit a 10 charm,
I'm not that charming.
but
Uh,
+3 to whatever you roll, and it could explode.
It could explode. So, all right.
This
So I'm
whole
gonna.
situation could explode.
Yeah, we might just
Does that
explode.
help?
Not on a snap.
Yeah.
Much like
No.
the front window of Nick's should explode. Just
Damn,
like
okay,
that.
so I rolled 5. So
That's
even
gone.
adding my 3 is a 8.
Do you have any adversity
I
tokens?
have 1 adversity token, making it 1 short
Okay.
of fooling my dad.
So your dad is like, guys, I know there's been something going on since that night. Level with me. What is going on here? You guys were talking about aliens that night, and that's fine. Obviously, there are no such thing as aliens, but there
Well,
are
What?
government bad guys everywhere. What's
Yeah,
going
you know,
on?
you mentioned that night, Dad, and
Yeah.
turns out you're right.
I know I'm right. I served
Okay,
in
but you're like-
Vietnam. I know who the bad guys are.
Okay, so
Whoa.
Dad, I need you to.
It was us, right? We were the bad guys in that case.
all along.
Yes,
Don't
Jill.
start, Jill. Don't start.
no. Anyway, Dad,
Making sure we're all on the same page.
I need you to promise you're not gonna like murder me or be mad or anything if I tell
Or
you
me.
something.
Spirit, I
really,
love you.
like-
I would never murder you.
You shifted your eyes, Dad, but
I'm gonna
I would never murder you.
your dad actually says like, what are you guys smoking? Because obviously I'm not like, I love you, you're my kids. There's nothing you could do that would make me not love you. So what's going
Spirit's
on?
like looking down at his feet is like, what if someone, a friend, not me, broke into a government building and found that they were making animals into weapons to like hurt people and doing all kinds of bad science, and I don't have any proof. My friend doesn't have any proof.
None? You have no proof. None
I-
at all?
I didn't have any way to. What was I supposed to do? My friend? What was
Okay,
my friend
Spirit.
supposed to do?
Spirit, you broke into a government building. That is okay. Like we all do stuff sometimes to fight the patriarchy and the government.
going on the mountain was bad, but breaking into the government facility is okay.
Stop.
Moving
Okay.
goalposts.
We're gonna pretend like you're not trying to trick me. And I already know that the government is bad. What is going on? Please tell me what you've gotten yourself into.
Okay, so they're Men in Black, and they are in Nyx, and they've got.
You mean the
cars.
ones that bought Nyx? I knew that something was suspicious about those guys.
Yeah, so they've got those black SUVs, and they wear all black, and like they're creepy and stuff, and nobody ever like sees them or talks to
So
them.
you went into Nyx.
My friend did, yes.
Okay, we're not being recorded, Spirit. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Was that a thing
We're in
to
the
be
bunker.
concerned about?
Okay.
We're not
anyway.
talking on the phone, guys. Only the government only taps our phones. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they've got there's this thing, this like rock on the mountain. We don't really know what it's called. Joe calls it Jillium. It's a terrible name, but whatever.
Damn. Spear.
I mean, it kind of.
I kind of like it.
I mean, I thought
think
it
kinda
rolled off the
their
tongue.
tongue.
I
Yeah,
just
thank you, Asher.
think
Thank you,
that-
Fox.
just maybe
Anyway,
maybe we all get
that's
credit.
not
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, that's not the point. So, I guess not really a friend, just like a random lady who goes to college, who, yeah, I realize how that
A tutor, a person that we contacted because she's smart.
Yeah, like she does science stuff in college, and then like her professor was testing it and stuff, and it made their rats kill each other, and now they're giving it to animals in the basement of Nick's. And
Not the
So
professors,
you're
the men in
saying
black.
the government
Yeah,
is
the
trying
Men
to
in
make
Black.
super soldiers with a element that Jill found on the mountain.
yeah,
Correct.
And-
MK
I
Ultra.
think that's what's happening.
And the animals, and also animals. We saw one of them bit Carruthers the other day. It looked like it was rabid,
Is
but
Carruthers
it wasn't rabid.
okay?
Yeah, he seems
Weirdly,
fine. We checked
I
on
don't
him. He
know.
was all right.
Yeah, we checked.
He doesn't
out
like getting,
real,
shot with a squirt gun, but I think we knew that one already.
He might be mad and say some things about us that are like super not true.
Okay, 'cause Jill, your dad came by and was wondering if you were okay because evidently he thought you were sick or lost. And I told him I hadn't seen you today, but he said that your friends, and he looks at the rest of you, said that they hadn't seen you, but you are obviously with these three.
Oh, Sick and Lost is this band that I've been trying to get tickets for.
Listen, we didn't know
that-
who we could trust. Dad.
That must have been what
Wait
he's
a
thinking
second.
about.
Wait a second. All my life, I have tried to instill in you one thing.
I know, Dad. I know, but hear me out.
You
We had to
didn't
have
know
some
that you
kind of-
could trust me?
We had to have some kind of proof.
You don't believe in aliens, though, Dad. Like, it's,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Who knows
Wait,
if you would have believed
are you
us?
saying that you found proof of aliens and that the government is covering them up?
Well, we
proof
haven't
of,
ruled
like,
it out yet,
space
Dad. That's
rocks
what I'm
that make
saying.
werewolves.
We didn't get a good look.
Okay, but you did find proof that the government is experimenting with things to possibly make super soldiers.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
that seems way more plausible to me.
Well,
Okay.
It could be
the
both.
scientists
Yeah.
at the College of the Mind couldn't identify the rock that we found, so we think it might have come from space. So, in a
We don't wanna
sense,
disappoint you if it was aliens. So that's why we didn't want to tell you
Okay,
until we could
and
rule it
really-
out.
I'm
And
going to
really, we
be
just
really
wanted
honest
to, like,
with you.
Proof. We just wanted to have proof of what we were talking about, so we didn't sound
Okay.
crazy.
But the fact that you found a rock in the mountain and you think it came from space seems like a little far-fetched, but you found a government facility with crazy animals that are being experimented on, and that is the part you didn't believe that I would believe you on,
Well,
but
we had
you,
to, we had to
only
have
because
proof.
you want to put the aliens in there.
No, we had to. Don't
we
listen.
wanted to put
He's-
Carruthers
Okay,
being a
first of
wolfman
all,
in
when
there.
we don't listen,
when
we
did
gaslight.
this
Why
break
does
in
any of this
happen?
20 years before it's
matter?
cool.
Shouldn't we
Yeah,
be
that's-
focusing
When
on
did
what
this
to
break
do
in
next?
happen, guys? When did you break in?
Which time?
Which
Like,
time?
like a few minutes ago, the last time.
And they know about it. That's why.
Yeah,
this
there was
is
there was a silent alarm.
Yeah, we could
Okay.
be dying soon. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, also the first time, they said that they were gonna have somebody follow Jill. It
Oh
was
my
really ominous. I mean, it's the Men in Black, so like
Okay.
Can we just live down in
So
here? Dad?
there is
Like,
a
that possible?
facility in town
We
Mhm.
can know about
that
this
is
one.
full of incriminating things that they know
Yes.
someone has been into now.
Mhm. Yes.
And we
son,
know that the
specifically.
government will continually try to cover this up, but we have no proof.
Oh, and we saw a bunch of like tracks and stuff up on the mountain, and some of them just kind of like stopped. So I don't really know what that means, but like some of them went to the cave where we found the rock.
Okay.
That means something, right?
I don't know about that. I'm going to be honest with you. What I do know is that if they are alerted to the fact that somebody has been in their facility and they're going to want to, under the cover of darkness, move their shit. right?
So we need to make sure that this gets out into the light before it gets dark. Let's blow open the front window.
Chill. No, we were talking about like maybe we could call. I know we're not supposed.
Okay,
to call the
so
cops,
guys,
but, like, we could call the
I never
cops.
mentioned this to you before, but in the 70s, I dated Adela Arakawa for a few years in the 70s.
You dated somebody other than Mom?
Yes.
That's weird.
Colorado treasure and news
ABC
anchor
news anchor
Adela Arakawa.
What?
Oh yeah.
You dated the lady from the Colorado News?
Yes. Anyway,
Is she our mom?
What?
I could
mean,
call her and
that's
get
nice.
somebody up here on the news.
Oh.
And they could at least cover the building and see if something, because here's the thing about the government. They can do this stuff when nobody's eyes are on it. But if there are eyes on it, that's usually...
Well, that's why we were going to call the cops and like get the cops, tell them somebody broke in.
Well, you know how I feel about the cops.
Yeah, I wasn't going to call, but like somebody else could.
I mean,
And
sure.
We're only using them. Not
the
like
thing.
we're actually gonna report and care about anything.
Yeah.
I could get some reporters up here.
Okay.
I know how to get a hold of them.
Yeah, we should.
Then let's do that.
Yeah, let's do
But
that.
what
And,
are
But
we
to
waiting
get
for?
here, they would probably need at least an hour.
okay. Well,
We could call
Why
now
did
then.
We
Yeah.
gotta make sure they
Hold
don't.
on.
But
What if-
here's the thing, guys. It's dangerous. And we can't just, I don't know what else we should do. But if all we're going to do is get the news there to cover it, I'm going to tell them they may get a big story.
well, how do we get in?
Well, I was just going to have a news person at each entrance, like covering it and then asking why they're moving in the dead of night. But
Well, I mean, the front door's padlocked, and the back door they've replaced
it's
with like
padlocked?
Yeah, well, and then
What?
like they've got
They're
this like
terrible
fancy,
bad guys.
they've got like this fancy door on the back door. It's got like
You got bolt
pad and
cutters,
stuff.
Dad?
Also, Dad,
Of course I have bolt cutters.
They
Who do
didn't
you
even
think I
change
am?
Problem solved.
They didn't even change the
Oh.
password on their lock inside. It was 1111.
Okay. Let me call Adele.
Okay.
And
Jill,
How
can
does
you
your dad
can you
know
call the
lady
cops?
from the news?
Don't worry about it. That's fine. Jill, can you call the
It makes
cops?
no sense.
I guess.
Or
She's like
ask her-
super
ask
classy,
somebody.
and your dad is your dad. That doesn't make any sense.
Right? Yeah, we'll get to that.
60s.
We need to like get somebody on this place though, like now, so that they can't move stuff. Right?
we need somebody else to call the cops too. I'm not calling the cops, but if the cops just happen to be there and somebody had, bolt cutted the chains off the door, they might have to look into what was going on. And then if the news team was there too,
And Jill, you already were on camera. They already saw you, so Spirit's like handing you bolt cutters as he's saying this.
no, you children cannot do bolt cutters.
Okay, but Jill's already like maybe gonna get murdered by them, so
Oh,
And that's
Then
more
maybe
reason
she
to
should
put her
stay
in
here.
danger.
Yeah.
we'll be there like from a distance.
I was just like hefting the bolt cutters. Like I think I can handle this. Actually,
After the stab,
Okay, here's what I will say. Instead of bolt cutters
We're gonna get a blowtorch.
or a
What?
brick.
a brick through the window.
Why not both?
A
Okay,
classic.
but you guys I have to call Adele and I have to get somebody here, and they're gonna the closest anybody's gonna be is in East Falls, and then they're a half an hour away. Like,
Wait, Dad. What if somebody like set fire to the building?
You've been giving me shit about throwing a brick through a window, and you're going to
We're
arson.
now at arson.
Okay, but like
I mean, I don't hate the idea. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you something though. These industrial kitchens always have really good fire suppression.
And the building's
But they-
connected to other buildings. You're gonna burn down
Well,
the hockey shop.
That's a risk that we have to take. It's taking down the government.
Oh, I'm going to stop you right
I
there.
really think we need that
There
school
is
therapist
a
back.
really far jump from kind of a misdemeanor of vandalism to a felony of arson.
Okay,
There's a
but listen,
huge line there,
listen,
Spirit.
Dad, I already trespassed on this government building, so that's
Did
probably
anybody
like
catch you?
not that I know of.
I don't know what you're talking about. There was no
Yeah.
trespassing.
That never happened.
They do have cameras, and they saw Jill, but I don't think they've seen me.
But if they go to somebody
Okay.
and say, "Hey, we've got this kid on camera," then
This
people are
does
going to be
not
like,
mean-
"Well, what's going to be going on inside there?" That gives them away. They can't.
Mo
bring
goes
them
up
in.
but
to
there's a
Spirit. Mo goes up to Spirit, really close. Right here, father to son, looks into your eyes. You were not in that building, ever.
It's not.
Yeah, I've never been in
time
next.
to make a change.
I don't even know where it is.
Just sit
Exactly.
back, take it
Now,
easy, you'll still
guys,
love
Get
the phone.
some sunglasses and hats. Stuff that will obscure your persons. And get ready to throw a mother trucking brick through a front door.
Yes.
Let's do it.
And then run as fast as you can, or get away and change out of your sunglasses and hats.
I mean,
I'm
Fox,
very
you still got like
fast.
the Groucho Marx disguise, right?
Oh yeah, but I feel like people have seen me in that too many
Okay.
times for it to be disguised.
Do
Right.
not go
Somebody
without
else.
me. Do not do any of this without me there to
We're
protect
going
you.
right now, are we?
Okay.
No, I have to call
Yes, the-
Adele.
And
Oh,
somebody has to
right.
call the cops. So, I mean, if somebody wants to like run down to the payphone and do that, obviously it can't be me or Fox. Like that's just
Here's what's going to happen. One of you is going to throw a brick. The other one is going to time the phone call so that they report the brick being thrown as it's being thrown. So that the cops show up right after it. So you got to get Jill's got to get out of there.
Okay.
okay.
I mean,
I'm calling Adele. Don't leave. Do not leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Danager
Except to
will-
get hats and sunglasses, which you can get upstairs.
Danager will call the cops if we ask him to.
I'll
Okay,
the
call go over to the video shop then while
I'll
I do
call
this,
the
but then
cops.
come straight back.
But okay, how about
But you sound like a 14-year-old girl. We got to have an adult call.
but what if we have like two people call? What if we have Dan call and one of us?
Well, I mean, honestly, if we're throwing on the street, if we're throwing rocks through windows,
And
someone in town is going to call anyway.
Actually, guys,
Oh yeah.
the movie shop's good because it's across the street from the thing. He could see the men in black come into the thing. So he would be a great person to call when a brick gets thrown. And you can tell him that
Who you
he
gonna
did
call?
not see
Dan.
who did it.
Well, he probably
Especially
see
if
who did it.
you are friends with him.
Yeah, I mean, he probably didn't see who did it because I mean,
he won't rat me out.
it's Dan.
Okay, you guys go to the store. I'm going to get
Right,
on the phone with Adele,
Okay.
get somebody here, come right back. I need to meet you guys back here in 30 minutes or less. It's like
Okay.
the slogan.
Well,
Yes.
Like Jill, can you go to the movies and then like Fox and I can get our disguises and stuff?
Okay.
Okay, so Mojo goes upstairs. He starts calling his ex-girlfriend, Adela Arakawa. Guys, anybody who's lived in Colorado, like when you go to the Colorado airport, Adela Arakawa is the one that you hear over the loudspeakers
Mhm.
because she's that famous.
Wow.
But like I need to hear Mojo like his side of the conversation because it's gonna be awkward. He's calling his ex.
So Mojo goes upstairs and starts calling. Fox and Spirit are getting just ball caps, glasses, stuff that is inconspicuous and yet a little bit face obscuring.
What the new Superman, like superhero costume, like out of costume thing? It's the baseball
Right,
cap,
it's just the
the
baseball cap over,
sunglasses, the
But
like
nobody
little
knows. Yeah.
windbreaker thing,
We've got some
the
like
North Face
handkerchiefs and-
jackets.
yeah, some like handkerchiefs, you know.
Yeah, that.
You all
Yeah,
have,
those-
you grab a bunch of the Mojo's Pizza shirts and turn them inside out so that they just look like plain white t-shirts that you can put on
So
over
now we
your
look
shirt.
like a gang.
A little bit.
See like the
You
logo
can
still
see
through
the
the
logo
white.
sort of, but you can't tell what it says. And you all got shirts that are about a size or two too big.
Wear them backwards because
Yeah.
I guess crisscross was cool at some
Yeah,
point.
Chris, or yeah. That would make
Jill
you
and
jump.
Asher, though, are going to run to the video store.
Mhm.
And in there, it is a little bit busier because it's just after people got off work. There
Mhm.
are people milling about, looking in the back, and people checking out videos. And there's your favorite Danager.
Looking in the back behind the beaded
Mhm.
curtain.
You behind
No,
the video curtain, yeah.
He is directing people where to go. He knows he can go anytime. He's not worried about
He
it during
knows.
business hours.
He knows what's back there. He works here.
Exactly. He has to restock it and
He spends a
shelve
lot
it.
of time alphabetically arranging everything back there.
And he can do that when they're not busy, guys.
Yeah, that's Dan time. Jill makes a beeline towards Dan, and as she's walking by people, she's like taking videotapes out of people's hands. Like, no, you don't need to watch Forrest Gump again. All right, find something else. And she like putting stuff back on the shelves. She goes up.
Oh, hey, Jill. Hey, Jill's friend. What's going on?
Hey, Dan, you want to help us out with something?
Sure. Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. We're filming a scene for a documentary, for a movie that we're shooting. Okay. On the corruption in the police force here in town.
Wait, you're filming a movie and you didn't.
I'm bringing you into it now. I'm bringing you in right now.
Okay, I'm hurt. I could have been in from the beginning.
Well,
That's my thing.
Honestly, I was gonna ask you to help me edit it when all the footage was shot, because you've got such a great eye for
Cinematography, I know.
Yeah, and editing, and mise en scene. I don't know.
Absolutely, all of that. He doesn't know what you're talking about either.
Yeah,
but
just
he
like
pretends
making
he
up
does.
faces at
each
Ashley.
other.
He's like, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I've spent a lot of time really, curating my eye and what goes into a good scene.
Absolutely. Which is why I think it'll be perfect, because you have such a great sense of timing. We're going to be out on the street filming. Asher's going to be kind of hiding with the camera, and we're going to cause a distraction. And when you hear that, when you hear the ruckus, I want you to call the police station and report it, and we're going to see how long it takes them to respond.
Okay.
Also what the
So
response
first of all, what's my motivation here?
Your motivation is that somebody threw a brick through a window, and you don't want them to throw a brick through your window next.
Okay, fear. Got it.
Yes. Fear and civic concern.
Okay, perfect. Okay, got it. Next. I just tell them a brick through the window and tell them where it's at.
Yep.
And anything else?
Normal
Should I see a man in a a sneaky figure, or what else do I need to report?
I guess if someone if you see anybody running out, or I guess if
you see something, right? That's the point.
Something.
Wait, but you're causing the thing, right? So there's not a person that I'm going to see. It's just you, right?
Well, I mean, look, this is we're making guerrilla documentaries here, so
no, I'm
for the sake of your less is more.
Okay,
but whatever
Gotcha.
But whatever you see, aside from whatever happens to cause the incident, you can report that. We really just want to see what the response is going to be, because I don't think they're going to get there in a timely manner. I think these guys are too busy eating donuts and looking at swimsuit issue calendars.
That's facts. And hanging out behind the beaded curtain,
Right, exactly.
Out of character, maybe they look Russian. This person who threw the brick.
Right? Maybe they do.
Oh,
Definitely
I
commie.
mean,
Whoa.
okay. I don't know that I could hear an accent from a brick being thrown, but
They look Russian. They look.
Yeah.
The way they
You know.
threw it looked Russian.
They're wearing
Tracksuit.
they're wearing tracksuits. Exactly.
They
Yes,
crouched
that's
down before they did it.
okay.
They wave a hammer and sickle flag before they toss them.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the tracksuit could just as easily be like a really.
But it was
Bad
the
Italian
matching and
gangster.
the stripes.
Yeah.
and-
Okay. Red
It
and
was
gold
everything.
tracksuit matching top and bottom. Got it.
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
So much Adidas.
Well, I figured that way it matched the flag, and
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's where we're going with that one. Sure.
I'm not much for improvising. I really
That's
need
okay.
to study my scene
No,
a little bit.
I need your verisimilitude to come through for this scene.
Wow. I mean, Jill, you really get me. Really understand how I come
just-
into this as an
Ash.
actor.
Ashley's just like, I shouldn't have come in here. She's trying so hard not to laugh in the background, just like,
So
And he has no idea the words that Jill is using, but he is
Nobody
like
does.
he's absolutely serious, and he's like, I feel really seen by you at this moment, and that you
Yeah.
can see that I can pull this off for you,
I'm
and I would
sure
love to help produce.
you're gonna.
this
Yeah, I
movie
mean,
with
you're
you.
gonna have a pivotal part in this film. So we're gonna go now and get set up because
Do
we
you
have to.
think it'll
It's
be done in time for me to submit as part of my portfolio to UCLA?
I mean, if
Oh,
you help me with the
wow.
editing, I guess we can get it done as quickly as we're able to splice the footage.
I mean,
together.
it's fine. I've got my own,
Okay.
but like, if this is, I like to give them a breadth of my
Sure.
experience.
Yeah. It'll be very Warner Herzog of you.
very breadthy.
Yeah, very Errol Morris. I guess that's a guy. I don't know.
Oh yes, I am kind of like Robin Hood. Absolutely.
So we're gonna go now because it's the golden hour, and I don't want to lose the light.
okay.
Uh,
Do we know about how long?
I
This is-
did, like just
10 minutes.
I don't want to tell you exactly when because I don't want.
Oh,
you to,
you want-
like,
okay.
It's
Okay,
it's gotta
got
be a
it.
surprise. Almost. Oh, there it was. But
It's
just
not going to be past 9 though, right? 'Cause
no.
it goes up.
It'll be
Okay.
like in the next 5-10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
we're-
But I'm
we're
gonna
gonna-
try. I'm gonna be surprised by it. I'm gonna
Right,
just do my
right.
thing, and when I hear it,
Yes.
okay, I'm ready.
We're gonna
Yeah.
go get set, and remember, we were never here. Remember? Wink.
Well, I mean, later, but not for the police. I get you.
Right. Yes. Yeah. You got it.
Obviously, they'll know eventually when we release
Well, when the
this.
film comes out, right,
Yeah,
and all of the
can't
press
fall
starts
back.
coming around,
Yeah.
we'll have to
We don't
we'll
want
have
that
to
to
deal with the
happen too
fallout.
soon.
Right, exactly.
Absolutely.
We want to be ahead of them.
No, we don't want to
Mm.
surprise the ending of it, or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I get you. Okay, I'm
Jill's
ready.
friend is right on this one. Yeah.
Asher doesn't have a name for the rest.
You
of
have a
Nobody ever says
you
Asher's
have a
name.
really unique vision, Jill, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
Thanks, Dan. Okay, we're gonna go get set up then.
Okay, I'll see you later. Can't wait to edit.
They walk out.
Yeah, let's leave, I guess.
Jill's just like, ugh,
Okay.
I feel dirty.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Let's go throw a rock through a window. That'll make me feel better.
Let's find a brick.
Thank you for listening. You can find us at evenfootinggames.com or on the socials at evenfootinggames. Kids on Bikes RPG is by Renegade Game Studios. Our cast is Lee Baldwin, Phil Brabson, Jason Cassidy, Aaryn Easton, and Rick Taylor. Our theme music is written and performed by Jimmy St. James. Our podcast would not be possible without the help of our patrons, Debbie, Kristen, Robin, Alex, Gina, Ralphie, Merrills, and Cassie. If you would like digital downloads of our books and other exclusive content, consider supporting us at patreon.com/evenfootinggames.